Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Monday, December 16th. Okay, we are at 15 days, 14 days and a wake up, and we will be saying Happy New Year, goodbye. Last decade, we'll be entering into a new decade, and it is quickly approaching. And so, good morning, Patricia. Good morning, Ty. Hey, Miss Kiara. Okay, so what I just want to spend a couple of minutes with you on is you saw I entitled the perspective imagination. Because this is prime time. We're in our month of review. This is prime time for us to recognize what lays ahead of us. We really have something to do with that. And so I am invoking you to just imagine. Just imagine. You know, when you were little, if you were that kind of kid, hey cousin, hey Jackie, if you were that kind of kid where they were saying every time I turn around, she's daydreaming. He always got his head up in the clouds. You were building your imagination muscles. Let's go back to those days just for a few minutes, as we especially as we are in our month of review, as we look back over the past 6 months, over the past entirety of 2019, and see some things that we really want to continue doing because it worked. And that, you know what, that really has become my new mantra. I could have named this perspective this. This has become my new mantra. And as I prepare to do a vision board for 2020, it's absolutely going to find its way in there. Effective. And I say, well, what's so strong about being effective? Because for so long we can do things and it just becomes part of who we are. And when someone asks about it, the answer is like, well, that's just me. That's the way I do things. Or I've always done it like that. You know how long I've been doing this? Hey, Bridget. And if that's the answer, then we can't stop there, because the very next thing that we have to do is ask the question, but is that effective? Is that still working for you? Are you getting maximum capacity from those actions, that thought process, that attitude? We have to ask ourselves and demand an answer, because if the answer is no, now I'm thinking, but it's not effective. It's not accomplishing what I desire. It's just something that's a habit. And so this is where we need to, during our month of review, if we just think back, if we look back to the things that we used to imagine, the things that we hoped for, the things that we longed for in our imaginations, now is the time that we have the luxury of time to do that right now before we leap off into 2020. What were the things that you used to want to do, that you long to do? What are some of the things the places that you wanted to go, the people that you wanted to meet? What are some of the hobbies that you wanted to? What did you used to imagine for your life? What did you used to imagine for your marriage? What did you used to imagine for your children? And how they were going to grow and produce. What did you imagine for your career? What did you imagine you would be able to do financially? We need to back up and remember some of those things and allow ourselves to luxuriate in them, literally, before we rush back off into reality. Because if the two are very different, now's the time to put a plan in place. We haven't, 2020 is banging hard on the door, but it's not here yet. We got 14 days and a wake up to go back and just imagine. And that's why vision boards are nothing new. People have been doing them for decades, I'm sure. I haven't always done them. And so I see literally some of the things. I'm looking at a vision board. I'm looking at a vision board. I'm looking at a vision board and another vision board. I put on here the things that I desire, the things that I want, the things that I'm looking for, the things that I'm hopeful for. Our imagination, when we really stoke it up, when we recognize that, oh, that's just a child's play. Girl, get your heads out of them clouds. Let a child be a child. We need to think back. We need to remember. We need to bring on some of those things that children do, imagining. Okay. And then move it a little further and a little closer to reality. It will never happen until it happens in here. Can you see yourself? Can you envision yourself? Can you imagine what it would be like can you taste it? Can you smell it? Okay, that's where we need to go. Literally, which is why I say you need some time to luxuriate. You can't be doing all this on your on your 15-minute break. You might be late getting back. So I'm encouraging you on this marvelous Monday to make time to imagine what you used to want to do and be and have, where you used to want to go. What you imagine those relationships to be. And so, and then let's back up, wake up, and put some things into place. Let's put it where we can see it. On what we focus on enlarges, what we focus on grows and is magnified. And so that's where I want to go with you today. It's not child's play. It is not child's play to do that. I guess it's child's play if you leave it there. But if you wake up and start putting some things into action, somebody's already doing that. It's not that far-fetched to believe. And I think that's the key word. Can you believe it for yourself? It's easy to believe. Oh, yeah, it's possible. That's not the question. Can you believe it for yourself? Can you believe it for your marriage? Can you believe it for can you believe that for your babies? Can you believe that? So, but none of that happens until we get to imagining, until we get to dreaming and envisioning. Okay, this is the time frame. Okay, we got 14 days in a wake up, and the 2020 will be here. So let's use our review time wisely. Thank you for joining me. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. for us early birds out here in Cali. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves. Make this a marvelous, imaginative Monday. That's right. Don't wait for the opportunity. Todd said just create it. But you got to create it here first. I like it.